up, everyone? Joseph, Rebels Haven Organics. It is -6 degrees outside. Got a beautiful view of the mountains. On the way to the leg iron property. We're en route. We got to finish putting floors down. We got to finish the plumbing. We got to put drywall up. We got to put paint on the floors. There's a bunch of steps left to complete on this house. I injured my back like 2 weeks ago. It's still not good, but it's better than it was. And that took a lot of wind out of my sails. Like, it's hard to move a heavy piece of plywood when your back hurts, you know? So we're gonna get over here today. My brother's gonna come help me this morning. Help me do some plumbing and put some flooring down. I just got off the phone with my daddy. I told him I would take an update video. So this is for you. Get you a little update on the property. And man, it's -6 this morning. It's 9:52 in the morning. I've been up since like 7, but I didn't do nothing. I just laid on the couch for a couple hours. Well, I said a couple. I had a phone call come in, interrupt me. I don't even know what I was saying. I think I was saying about what time I got up this morning. Anyways, got up at 7. Got on the couch, laid there till about 8. Then got up, made my coffee, got dressed, that stuff. Didn't leave my house till like 9:30. Woo-wee! We getting after it this morning. We moving fast. We're gonna get over here. We're gonna get it done. The airplanes passing the airports. We just a couple turns away, so I just keep you with me and we'll head on over here. Look at these fellas out here just getting this work done. Look at them. They out there framing houses at -6, son. What? Woo! That's rough. That's rough, I tell you. No, we doing work inside today. But we almost there. Let's go ahead and pull up in here. We gonna get started on the work we got for today. Here we are. The leg iron property. Alright, well, we're here. Let's get out. Get in there. Get started. Let's go! Woo! Gotta pop myself up. Let's get hyped. Oh, my back said no, don't do that. I have to be gentle. My lower back is just so messed up right now. Alright, let's go. Alright, well, we in here. This is the last spot that has to be cleaned of shrew waste. So there was couches and food all in this back area, and that's where the shrew community lived. And so this was the shrew toilet area. So that's got to get finished being cleaned up. We put bleach and baking soda on it. I say we, my buddy John did. Cleaned that up yesterday, and it seems to have dried overnight. So now I'm gonna finish trying to clean that up. Might paint some of these floors today. I gotta get this bathroom done. I gotta plumb all of this in. I need to go pick up a shower today to go in here. I gotta fix this floor, plumb a toilet. I gotta do all the plumbing. We did get this floor down, so that's insulated and finished. This is actually a 240 volt line right here. So that's pretty neat. We'll keep that. We might be able to use that for, I don't know, grow lights or to run the pulverizer or I don't know, whatever. I've got to move. Let's see behind me. There's a bunch of boxes of food. This all got to be donated to the food bank, local food bank. Because I got to run a gas line in from, the gas is right outside this wall. I got to run the gas line in. I think we're going to put the stove somewhere on this wall. So we're going to put a gas stove in here. I want to get gas into this house. That way we're not running off fuel oil anymore. We'll just run off natural gas, and I'll get natural gas heaters, natural gas water heater, and we'll just run everything off natural gas because natural gas is pretty affordable. And it's already got the plumbing piped into the house. Like, it's already on the outside of the house here. Actually, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Because I called the gas company and was like, how much would it cost to get gas ran here? And they were like, well, it already has gas ran there. We just took the meter. So I have to pay them $257 and they'll put a new meter on it. But you can see right here, zoom in on it, that's where the gas goes into the house. And so I gotta just find where that comes in. Plug into it, and they'll put a meter on there, and I'll have gas to the building. We'll be able to. Ooh, look at this. I see moisture. Where'd that moisture come from? Oh, we're good. Someone just spilled something, or it was some snow, maybe. But yeah, this is where we're at. I still got to finish all the plumbing and the walls, drywall it, paint it. I bought a few gallons of Kilz 2 all-purpose interior and exterior primer. Figured I'd use that to maybe, I don't know, put a cover on the floors, or I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know if we're gonna put floors in here or if we're just gonna paint it and just let it be like a commercial space, because this is gonna be a heavily trafficked commercial area where we're gonna be growing microgreens. We'll probably be doing some worm stuff in here, brewing our enchanted worm brew, bottling, packaging up, you know. We're gonna be doing stuff in here. So I don't know what we're gonna do with the floor yet, but we'll see. Anyways, we'll get back to it in a bit. I'll go get the tripod set up, and maybe I'll do, you know, I'll time lapse some of the work that we do. Keep you updated. See you in a bit. I'm watching carpentry. Well, I started pulling some of that tubing through the wall for a second. Asked my brother a question. Stood up into the daggum cabinet. Busting my head. Bleeding everywhere. Didn't even get but 2 foot of line pulled. A 2 foot of line pulled. Busted my head. And you know, head wounds, they just bleed like crazy. I'm hoping it. He said he looked at it. It looks superficial. Just a little bump, but you know, head bleeds. Oh, that hurt so bad. Okay. I'll check back in once I get this bleeding to stop. So we're trying to get into the crawl space so we can look at some plumbing that goes down into the crawl space. But I threw a bunch of snow on this door to try and keep it closed, and it worked really well. He's having to break it apart because it turned into a giant ice block, so that we can open that little hatch so we can get in. I'm still over here with a friggin' paper towel on my head. The daggone thing will not stop bleeding. I stood up into a screw and just jacked myself up. Oh, it looks like we're in. So we had to pickaxe our way into this crawl space so we can see what's going on down there.
Big space. Oh, everything's right there.
Uh-huh.
Nice. That's convenient for the shower and the toilet.
Yeah, it's right there above us.
You don't really have to get in if you want to. Okay.
Here, you want to take the camera and get a little look-see? Get a little look-see in there? So that's the toilet. This is the shower. P-trap.
I see his water lines going there, going to the trailer.
Yeah, so there's one. What is that other one that comes down over here? Can you see it to the left? That one that goes down?
Yeah, I'm gonna put a ponytail on real quick.
So your hair don't get in it? Yeah.
And I'll run over there.
Woo! Daggum head wound needs to stop bleeding so I can use my hands. Long hair don't care. Down here and see what's going on.
That's scary.
Well, ain't no bugs or nothing. It's cold, so.
I don't see the culture.
Really?
I have to go that way more.
Oh.
I'm just gonna clear some of these spider webs, I think, first.
Do you need something?
Maybe. They're all dead, so
Yeah, there ain't nothing on them. But
I'm trying to remind myself.
yeah, it's negative
It's all
6
right,
out today.
Jonathan, they're all dead. Except for that one and that one. Yeah, I'm gonna clear them up a little bit. They freak me out. I could crawl out easier without the... It's just when they touch your face.
Yeah.
Freaks me out.
Ew.
Yes. Okay, so this is the one going to the trailer. It's a 3/4. This is running all the way that way.
What? Maybe there's a water spigot on that side of the house?
Yeah.
Like a water hose?
Probably so.
Oh, well, not no more.
Oh, this other pipe going up the floor is cut off.
Oh. Okay. Oh. All right.
That was already cut. That's an old one. That's the old pipe that was going to the trailer. They changed it with this pipe.
Oh, okay.
And he put a heater wire just on the top part here to keep it from freezing. I guess that's kind of smart. Do what you can.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
So yeah, that just feeds. There's a cutoff valve right here.
There's a what?
There's a cutoff valve right here for the trailer. So I'll just turn it off, and then that stub, if you ever wanted to tie it back in, you could power up that water that way. If you want.
Okay. Get back inside to the heat. And we didn't figure out what's to the left though, huh? Where that pipe goes down?
Digging today.
Spider legs. Oh, it's cut off.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll just pull it up through the top then.
What?
We'll just pull it up through the top then.
Yeah. That's all dead stuff. That's good to know.
Okay. Well,
We figured that out.
Pipe right here, we'll just have to put some pipe strap on it.
To
Hold it up.
Okay.
We'll get pipe straps and we'll put a level on it.
It's so cold out right now. Right. Okay. So now we got a plan. Close that crawl space back up. I'll get back inside. Woo, so cold. Woo! So I've been trying to heat up this rock area. I put the heaters pointed at the rocks, so the rocks are getting warm. It's actually working a little bit, but you can see here it says the room is 42 degrees. Ugh, this heater don't want to work, so I gotta replace that. My daggum head wound won't stop bleeding. I just stood up into a screw underneath the cabinet. Boom! Just clocked it. Ooh. We'll be alright. Alright, I'll check back in a little bit. And now we ready to roll. All right, guys, you saw we pulling out some of this old pipe. There was like all kinds of wild runs going up and down, and like just loops that went nowhere. There was pipes that went under the floor that just literally were cut off under the floor, went nowhere. So we went ahead, we removed this block that it was sitting on. The pressure tank is now sitting level. It was all wonky and sideways. I don't know what that was about. Cut out all the copper. We're just gonna have 3/4 inch up to the hot water, 3/4 inch coming off the hot water. We'll have a T right here, and that'll give us all the cold water everywhere. So we're gonna just keep plugging away at it. We had to just figure out where all the pipes went and where they didn't go. That took a lot of time, actually. I don't know if the head stopped bleeding, but my brother let me use his hat to hold the paper towels on my head so I can use my hands. So we're able to actually get some work done. So we're gonna get back at it. Let's go. Alright, you can see he's taking out these little 1/2 inch runs that were going up to the water heater. So now we'll be able to run PEX up to the top here, and we can unscrew those fittings. We'll put in some steel lines, and then we'll be able to hook the PEX straight to those steel lines. And then our hot water heater will have water. This is now level. We're gonna put a drip pan under it. We're gonna pull this sucker back together. We're gonna have water in the building. Heck yeah.
It already feels a lot better with it cleared out.
With it cleared out and level and not all the extra pipes. Let me show you.
You don't want to push those wires.
Oh! Let me show you these little wild things they had going on. Like this one. This was where I cut it off. What is these loops for? Like, what is all this? That's the only 3/4 inch copper they had in the whole building. It just makes no sense. Alright, got that ran all the way in. See, it's coming out right there. Time to run the red. We'll get these runs done, get some fittings, start putting them together. We'll start hooking it up. Too easy. Not really easy, but not really hard either. It's just time consuming. I'm finding that all this home renovation stuff it's not that it's like super hard, it's just really time consuming. and laborious on your back, like, ooh. But it's not really hard. You just got to do it. So, yeah, if I can do it, you can do it for sure. Like, cheers, let's go. On this hot and cold mixer, you have a hot and cold mix valve for the toilet so that it's, I guess, warm water or lukewarm water going into the toilet instead of hot or cold water, probably for condensation, I'm assuming. But so I cut it off the old pipes. We're gonna figure out how to disconnect this thing and hook it up to the PEX so the toilet will have warm water. That's what we're working on now. Don't really know what we're doing, but we're getting it done. We got the hot and cold tees for the washer and dryer right there. We got it teed in the wall there. We got the pressure tank set. So I got hot, cold. We'll tee those off here and run. We have to run a cold line from here up to the hot water heater, and then the hot from the hot water heater down to that red line, and then I'm gonna run a red line over here. We have to hook up this valve somehow. I gotta get some 90s for that corner, and then we'll tee it up to the shower. And
They cleaned up nice.
finish it here.
It's just Teflon they have on it. Maybe put it.
Yeah, we'll get that figured out, and then we'll have this place plumbed. This is already pressurized, so all I gotta do is open this valve and water will start flowing. So as soon as we get this plumbed in, I can open the valve and she'll go. So we're getting closer. We're gonna have to run to the store soon to get fittings and whatever else we might need. We're making a list. My brother's been making a list on a note of all the parts we're gonna need to finish that up. I didn't get no 90s. I got all these fittings. I didn't get no 90s. What was I thinking? Why would I not get a 90? It seems silly. But I didn't. I grabbed no 90s. I don't know if my head stopped bleeding, but I haven't checked. Not worried about it. I'm sure it probably has stopped bleeding by now. Looks like the heater's heating up the stone. Is actually heating up the room. It's up to 46 now in here. It was like 42 when I got here. So that's cool. That's working. We're getting it done. Check back in a bit. So we're writing down all the supplies we need for the different angles and different fittings we got to get to tie in everything. We're gonna run down to the hardware store. See if we can't figure this out. Okay, let's go. Well, it's done warmed up. It's 20 degrees out. Much nicer weather now. Much nicer weather now. About to pull up at the Meadow Lakes post office, which also has like all kinds of I don't know what you'd call it, but they buy a bunch of furniture and stuff at like auctions from like hotels and stuff like that. I don't know if it's auctions, just estate sales and whatnot, and they'll resell it. So they got all kinds of stuff here. This is where I'm gonna get my PEX fittings from the post office. You'll see. The Meadow Lakes Postal Plaza, it's called. So here we are at the Meadow Lakes Postal Plaza. And
this is where we're gonna find our PEX fittings, or most of them anyways, for way less than I can get them at like Lowe's or Home Depot. And then I'll go get the rest of what I need from Lowe's if I can't find it here. Let's go. Run on in here and get that stuff. Alright, so we're in the post office. Coming back to one of these back rooms. This is where I'll find all my PEX fittings. I might even find my water heater fittings. Nice. Perfect. Just the stuff I need. Alright, I'm trying to find 90-degree PEX fittings. You know, just a 90. Already dug through that whole thing. Grabbed a bunch of these. 3/4 to 1/2 inch. But I need some 90s. So that's what we're looking for now. I'll just keep digging through these until so I either find one, or if I don't find any, then I will just get those at Lowe's. But I'm gonna try to get whatever I can here for anywhere from $1 to or a 2-pack. So I'll keep digging through here and see what I can't find. I'm gonna try to find everything I can here. Look at that. Water lines and hoses and stuff. Perfect. Probably be able to get everything here. I'm gonna try. Alright, I'll be back in a bit. I'll keep digging through this. Sun's starting to set. It's 12 degrees now. Got a moose. They're just eating. That's the second moose we done seen in less than a 1/4 mile. Got that one on video. You can see Sleeping Lady off in the distance over here with the sun setting over. Look at how beautiful that is. I got a little peek of Denali off in that direction earlier. Probably not gonna be able to see her now, but saw her a second ago. We're pulling up to the house. We went to Lowe's, got some fittings. Gonna drop off all the fittings, probably hook up a couple more pipes, and then I'm gonna head to the house because it's gonna be dinner time. And yeah, we got a lot done today. Jonathan came out this morning and helped me out. I thought we were gonna get it completely done, but stood in the plumbing aisle forever. You know how that is. You go to Lowe's and look at the plumbing fittings, and they got everything. I don't even know what I need. They got every different way to do it. Oh my gosh. So
Even with a list, it was hard.
even with a list, it was hard. That's crazy. But we're pulling up now, and
I think a lot of it's
Let's go.
down to overthinking.
probably so.
I mean, I would lay there.
All right, so we got in here. Jono's cleaned up this back shrew outhouse, he's calling it. This is where all the most dookies were in this area. But he scrubbed the wall with bleach and the floors with bleach, and so it's starting to look much, much better. Sun's starting to go down. Dang it. I was hoping to get all this plumbed. But I gotta
This one from the outside.
plumb these.
It was just in the worst spot for me to get at, and it was all rusted out. It was frozen solid all the way down.
Had to go to Lowe's, buy a bunch of fittings. Show you what we got. This is like, I don't know. I spent $150 at Lowe's, and that's the pile, minus these two things. This is a $150 Lowe's pile. Isn't that crazy? Just for some fittings. But that's what we needed to finish out the plumbing. So here we are. And these are gonna help us with
the rest of the flooring we got to do and whatever else, what other projects we get. But yeah, we went and got all these fittings. I say it was a pretty successful day. I don't even know if I'm gonna do any more work actually. I might hook up a couple more. Maybe not. I might just go home and have dinner and come back tomorrow. But I think that's actually what I'm gonna do. I sound really convinced on going home and having dinner, right? I think that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I'm gonna clean up here, go home. We'll have more updates in the future. So thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe. I'll see you soon.
Yeah, progress is always false.
That's pretty cool. This little shark bite fitting, it just literally slips over 1/2 inch to here, 3/4 inch down here. I'll put a 90, bada bing, bada boom. Do the same there. That's gonna go up, boom, boom. I know I said I was gonna go home immediately, but I wanted to try the shark bite first. I'm gonna hook this up and then I'm gonna go home and have dinner. But we got a lot done today. We did good. We got a lot done. I only bought 2 of these. There's the other one.
Progress.
Too easy.
Came back, we got all the
Alright, and just like that. I didn't clean this pipe. I did clean this one. If this one fails, it's because I didn't clean it. I don't know if you have to, but this one had stuff on it, so I cleaned it. This handy dandy little pipe cleaner, that's cool. We'll get some 90s put on there and dang, we'll have some plumbing. Pretty neat. So we purchased these 3/4 inch thread to 3/4 inch. So it's 3/4 inch to the pecs, but this is a 1/2 inch stub out. So we got the wrong ones for that and
The wrong ones for this.
potentially the wrong ones for the water heater. We're about to find out. And so I just think that's how that goes whenever you don't know what you're doing. Here we are. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna get it done. So we'll check back in later.
Dang.
I know, I said I was going home, but we haven't gone home yet. Isn't that how it always goes? You're like, oh, well, I'll just go a little bit longer, a little bit longer.
You want to try to?
Look how close we are to having this whole thing. We got the corners in. We are almost getting it done.
I'm gonna crimp this, and then I'll hold the pipe down to where it's
Nice. Okay, he needs my help.
I'm gonna just push this down.
Alright, well, we got a T to go up to what, we're gonna take that old water heater out, we're gonna put a new one in, and then cold water is gonna come from here to there. So we'll tee off of this that way and up to the water heater. And yeah. Really close. Alright.